After we've started Premiere Pro, we're going to start a new project, and I'm just going to call it Planet Earth after the clips that we're going to be using. Now, I did this once before, so it's going to ask me, do we want to go over it? Sure. Okay, so at this point we have the working screen in Premiere Pro. In the media area, I'm going to go to File, Import, and I'm going to find the ones for Planet Earth. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to grab the videos that we're going to be using and import them into Premiere Pro. I'm going to click on Open. Now, the whole point of this activity is that each of the clips that you're going to see is going to have an intro that says Planet Earth. What I'm going to ask you to do, we've clipped off the right hand side of clips before. We've chopped off the right hand side of the clips before with the racing cars. What we want to do is we want to now work on clipping the left hand side of the video clip. At this point, I've clicked on our first Planet Earth clip. I'm going to go up to the actual beginning of the footage without that header, and I'm going to click on Mark In, and we'll take it all the way down to the very end and click on Mark Out. At that point, I'm going to click my video, hold it down, and drag it to my timeline. Now, so it's the same thing as the race car, except that we're doing the left hand side. Okay, so that was clip number 1. Here's clip number 2. I'm going to take and find out where the beginning of the video is. Click on Mark In, go all the way down to the end, click on Mark Out, and drag it to my timeline. It's all about practicing to do this. Clip 3. And go over, find the very beginning of the clip, Mark In, go all the way over to the end, Mark Out, drag it to the timeline. So far, this is pretty much practice and repetition. Clicking on clip 4, I'm going to take and clip that beginning part off, Mark In, go to the end, Mark Out, drag to the timeline, clip 5, finding the beginning of the clip, Mark In, Mark Out, drag to our timeline. I'm going to compress my timeline a little bit so that we can see what's going on here. The last full clip, Mark In, Mark Out, drag to the timeline. The last clip that I have in here, Planet Earth End, is just a clip that we don't have to trim. It's just that Planet Earth logo. So I'm just going to drag that to the end of my video. So at that point, my video is pretty much done with no intros on the beginning of each of the clips. Now, I'm going to take the audio track, drag the audio track over, and I'm just going to place it on the audio track. Now, I'm going to just enlarge the screen for a minute. You can see that, and again, enlarging the screen, you can do Shift N and it will enlarge the whole screen just so that you can see what's going on more clearly. The activity, I want you to click on the left-hand part of the track, because the end of the audio track comes to sort of a crescendo, and so we want to trim that. So now I've trimmed the left-hand side of the track so that the end of the track is going to play. I'm going to go back into regular panel view, and you're going to be able to see. So the heightened music at the end accentuates the very end of your video. So that's why I wanted to cut off the left-hand side, because it's just an introductory video. At this point, that's the activity. The activity again is clipping the left-hand side of a video clip, and putting those pieces together.